everybody, thanks for checking out this video on Paladins here on G4G. We are talking about closed beta patch 27, and this one introduces a new hero called Bomb King. If you have the Founders Pack, he is available to you permanently, or if you do not get the Founders Pack, you would have to purchase him. So he has basically everything he does is about bombs. He throws sticky bombs. He has a grumpy bomb that throws out and just gets madder and madder for 3 seconds and explodes and stuns. A little bit like a Gazlowe bomb there. Poppy bomb, throw an unstable bomb that sticks to any surface for 60 seconds and can be remotely detonated. And his right mouse click is a detonate, and then his ultimate is to turn into a bomb, kind of like a Riptire from Junkrat in Overwatch, and then he just, rolls around and rolls into things. We have a few more updates. The login screen is different. It's whiter now, and when you get your gold, you get a little, animated explosion of getting your gold for your login. Cards were not reset. That's a really good thing, but key bindings were. Damn it, hi-rez, you snuck that one in on me again. I thought because the cards hadn't changed, maybe they wouldn't have reset the key bindings, but they did, and I had to get into a match to discover it. I had a bunch of new skins today, it says Raider Pip Rare Event Exclusive. Yeah, for some reason I have Raider Pip. I don't know what I did to get it, but Cassie's skin has changed. Tinder got renamed to Timber, and her default skin is now the orangey yellow, and an alt is the green. You can buy skins, and you can buy weapon skins now. You're going to want to log in and check out these changes. Androxus, Barrack, Buck, Cassie, Dragas, Evie, Fernando, and Grover, Kinessa all have some changes done. Pip a little bit, Ruckus, Sky, Yang, they're all basically here. To sum up some of them, they're basically rewarding playing a character the way that they are supposed to be played. So Grok gets a little bit of extra damage if you chain lightning people. Pip gets extra damage if you hit them further away. Cassie gets extra damage if you do a combo, like if you knock somebody up and then hit him again, you get extra damage. Androxus, if you land all hits in a combo, you get extra damage. So there's now kind of this system rewarding you for playing the character to the best of its ability. Here's Bomb King right over here. He has a default skin, and then this one called Monarch. So he goes from like a Burger King crown to something a little bit more legit. Weapons just basically change the colors of the bombs, which are multicolored anyway, so all the things change. Pip. I discovered this on my Pip today. I have Raider Pip. I don't recall ever having had that before. Now, I've always had Inflame. Barrack, I do have Undying. I knew about that. Grok, I had an alternate weapon skin. Sky, I had Aqua and a weapon skin. Kinessa's always been standard, so let's see what else she has. She has Fortress, Cutthroat, kind of evil looking there. Viking, pretty cool. And her weapons have Cobalt and Mixed Berry. Mixed Berries kind of reminds me of some of the weapon skins you could do in Doom, like Doom multiplayer. Buck, he's got, I have this Envy skin for Buck that I don't recall having. Buck is rewarded now for landing on somebody that you've netted. So if you net them and then land on them, you get some bonus damage. Fernando, I do have alternate skins for him, but for some reason God of War was not a default. I never play Fernando. Barrack is rewarded for having a lot of turrets and a shield out. Some special things happen there. Evie has a stun on her ice block. And I forget some of what everybody else's things are. Ruckus is now supposed to be kind of an either-or. Either do survive longer by shooting people from a more accurate distance with primary fire, or really get in there with dual fire and be right in the thick of things. They said they have a hard time balancing Ruckus, and I kind of understand that. I feel like some patches Ruckus just is a chasing dick and is constantly in your face and just hovers and goes after you to complete kills, and you're like, dude, get off me. Uh, Knessa's had some changes. I think she's rewarded for multiple hits on an enemy hero. She's rewarded for coming out of stealth with good attacks and being in relatively close to people. And Dragas has had some changes, but I never played him. The heroes that I've never really played are Barak, Fernando, Eevee, Androxus, Knessa. I did a little bit of Ying before this patch. Haven't played Bomb King yet, but he was on both my side and the enemy side the one match that I've done. I've never played Dragas, played Buck like once, played Ruckus a few times, and have never played Groot. The reason why I played Ruckus is because they're so annoying. I just wanted to be annoying for a change.
Legendary.
Cards are still pretty much the same here with what you get in your chest. So I got a Legendary for Groot, Thrill of the Hunt for Dragas, Fuel Reserves for Ruckus, another Dragas one, and Androxus got a Featherweight. History. Is it got a date? Yeah, so admittedly, I haven't played Paladins in a few days because of Battleborn and Overwatch. Mostly Overwatch. So I decided, to return today. And they continue to refine this game. That was an amazing game on that one. But they just continue to refine this game and just make it better and better looking and a lot more polished and a lot cooler and everything. My keybinds are finally set, but another thing that's weird is they don't have all the movement in one area, and this is going to throw you when you're looking for stuff. So move forward and left are way up here, but then backward and right are like down in the middle, and I was trying to do this in the middle of a match while dealing with death and everything like that. I was like, So I think what I'm going to do is switch a few things to the primary. Yeah, reload. I do that. Ability 2, do that. Sprint, move it to the right. So the reason why I'm changing, like this used to be like page up and page down for the loadouts, and now they change. I didn't set it to page up and page down as far as I remember. Right mouse, ultimate 4. Oh, your movement ability is now called ability 3. Not too sure why that happened. So just be aware of that if you're like, oh my god, where is my movement ability that everybody has? It's now called ability 3. So just be aware of that. It does have some work with the Xbox controller, so you can play this with the controller. My gamepad is disabled right now. I feel... Ooh, mouse smoothing disabled. I felt a little floaty before, which was strange. I'm going to try turning that back on. Gameplay minimap, teams, not too... I don't know what that means. Damage numbers large. Always show player health. Yeah, I'll go with that. Auto purchase burn cards. No. Wow, that got enabled again. I don't know what teams means. Yeah, I may have to look at that again. Audio is fine. Video is fine. Anti-aliasing. May want to turn that on. Might look a little bit nicer. FOV, I think I'm going to jack that closer to 90. Okay, so you may have to go in there and tweak a few things. Did they say anything about what this Teams is? I know they talked about always show health. Updated the match lobby, blah blah blah. Loading screen says default. Feedback. Overhauled the burn card menu. Updated the skill screen for each champion. New tips. Updated the presentation. New resolution. And the match accolades. I saw that. That's pretty cool. I like that addition. Updated the successful hit marker. Killing an enemy player. Added ultimate charge bonuses for killing players and kill streaks. New music. Payload music. Updated the home screen. Added more spawn points. Champion portraits. Yes. That's a lot richer. Hopefully I'll be able to get you to show you guys that. Respawn already on their mount. I could swear that was already in effect. All stuns get diminishing returns. Yeah, so this screen's still pretty much the same, although just Siege and Payload challenge match. So they got rid of Death Shroud. Again, still wish I could choose multiple things. You know, I would go for either Siege or Payload, to be honest. But Death Fog is gone. Siege is still what it is, you know, capture. Look at this screen. This is so classy now. And people can see what you're locking in, which has always been an availability. Barrack is now pretty much, he counts as like a tank now, which is what they've said. Here's where you can choose your mounts and your weapons and your skins. Really just nice, neat. All of this is crisp as hell. That enter for the chat, all that stuff. This up here looks a little like the broadcaster UI to HOTS, but this, I saw this, I was like, wow, that's pretty. I'm a little afraid that Sky might be back in a power position again, which, God, I hope not. So, yep, alright, my custom deck is equipped. Alright, all my abilities are now working the way that they were supposed to. Page down for burn cards. This is, wow, this is pretty. This is nice, too. But that explains the little shield I had down in the corner last match. It auto-purchased the card for me. I was like, what is this shield? So, I'll go ahead and pause the game until we get to the end of it. You can see what that looks like. Okay, so here's what the ending screen looks like. Yeah, Skies can definitely be in a good power position at this point. Ruckus, the enemy Ruckus wasn't too bad. He wasn't a douche. It wasn't that hard to kill, and there's a nice visual indicator of when his shield is about ready to drop. And that's pretty cool. You can see, like, the shield begin to crack and everything. Bomb King's okay. He can be a bit of a playmaker. He kind of zones people out, especially with the big bomb. So let's see what we got over here. 11, 9, 16, not too bad. 5 solo kills, highest. 6 streak, one of the highest on our side. Pretty good multi-kill. Top damage, not across the server. See, that's a problem. This is a problem right here. The enemy Sky had top damage on the server. I had top damage for our side. I was second place, but again, just really nice, crisp looking UI. Really getting, I mean, this is just a pretty screen over here. Shows you your mastery, your player level, how much gold you earned, part for performance, victory, and accolades. gold on damage, gold on elimination, gold on solo kills, 6 silver on a kill streak, and I think that's gold on healing because of my, pots that I drop and everything. But, yeah, I mean, 19 kills for a Sky, it makes sense. It's like a Zeratul or a Nova and Heroes of the Storm. Um, she died a lot, which was good. I died actually low on our side. Top assists. Fairly balanced DPS over here. Our Barrack did fairly well, coming in close to me and third on the server. They were really even, except for their Sky. But Sky has always had a bit of an issue that I've disliked. And that is the fact that if you had, say, a rapid-fire keybind, you had a mouse button designed to be a double-click equivalent. Sky is ridiculously powerful if you do that. Now, way back in the day in Red Faction, there was a gun that fired every time you clicked the mouse button. And it had no cooldown otherwise, so as fast as you could tap the mouse button, it would fire. Sky is like that. So if you have a custom mouse or a mouse with key binds and everything like that, simply binding a key, like say maybe your middle click, and this is what I had in Red Faction, if you bind your middle mouse button to double click, just rapidly hit it and you're like hit, 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 hit it, hit it, like that instead of hit, 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 hit. And that's something that's a little bit broken on Sky. There should be an internal cooldown for her that, you can't reach it if you're doing human clicks, but if you're doing some other kind of click, now with the controller, what's to say somebody doesn't hook up a modded Xbox 360 rapid fire controller where a button counts as a press for as long as you hold it down? Sky needs a little bit of tweaking in this, but I'm impressed with Paladins. The last few patches, they have continued to impress me with how neat and how tight of a ship they are making this game. I don't know if it'll ever be an esport. I don't know if it'll be super popular on Twitch or whatnot, or generate money tournaments and everything. But it's just looking nicer. And I mean, I've basically shelved Paladins because of some other FPSs recently. I kind of think I'll be back to playing this a few times a day, honestly. It's just really nice, but the mouse sensitivity is really jacked up. I suggest maybe everybody go over to controls and look at their mouse sensitivity. I don't know what mouse smoothing did exactly, but it seems like I'm taking just violently 180 turns over here now. But, yeah. So there it is. There's closed beta patch 27. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, if you got any comments, leave them down below. And like the video if you found it enjoyable. Thanks a lot, folks. Napalm out.